Good morning, guys. Look at this. We're out nice and early today. Today is the first day where we're going to start the series of coming out and hunting giant bass here in Washington State in the Pacific Northwest. And we're alternating videos. In my last video, I went out and sought to just catch a limit to catch 5 fish. Do so in a traditional way. Go out and cast moving baits, locate the bass, and throw finesse baits to, when the bite gets difficult, whatever you got to do to catch 5 bass. And all in hopes of practicing for next year's tournaments. I want to start focusing on really hammering down those essential skills for bass fishing. But I'm going to alternate, and today is the alternate video where we're going to come out and just hunt giants. We are out here at a lake today that is known for having some of the biggest bass in the Pacific Northwest. There's a chance of catching a freak of nature today. I've already seen a few blow-ups happen since I've been here, and I've only been here for a couple seconds. It looks promising. I think we're going to have a good start today. These videos are going to be all about throwing giant swim baits, all about fishing more offshore, all about going to bigger bass lakes, and all about working on improving our score for our season-long tournament. I've been competing in a season-long tournament all year. I've been grinding away, kicking butt, and I'm in 4th place out of 77 anglers. I'm going to go ahead and put my score on the board here. It shows my top 5 largemouth and my top 5 smallmouth. I have a very solid bag of smallmouth. I might be able to say we're good on smallmouth. At this point, my largemouth bag is really needing some work. I would like all my largemouth to be at the top of the list, and at the moment, I only have 1 largemouth that is up there, and even that one I would still like to find a bigger one. But today, if we catch like 2 of the right fish today, we can go from 4th place to 3rd place, maybe even to 2nd place. We catch a couple of the right fish today, we can go into 1st place, and I'm hoping that we can make that happen. So we're gonna get right to it. I'm seeing little blow-ups happening all over the water right now. We're here nice and early, so we're gonna take advantage of being here early, and we're gonna start throwing some swim baits right away. So let's go ahead and get to it, you guys. Let's go catch a freaking giant today. Let's do it. We'll be throwing all sorts of big baits today, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the Citizen 7. Just wanna see if we can cover some water, see if we can get a feel for what's going on out here. This lake is a freaking landmine field. We got stumps that are just barely sticking out of the water. Many are not even sticking out of the water. They're just right under the surface. It's pretty early. I don't have a lot of information when it comes to like water clarity or anything at the moment. We're just kind of winging it. From the looks of it, probably have about 3 feet of water visibility, maybe a little bit more. Oh, I forgot my sunscreen. Gotta go back. That's a huge bummer. Oh, there's a freaking stump right there. Oh, we're gonna hit a few of those today. All right, here we go. All sunscreened up. That was a bummer. We just wasted the very beginning of the morning. Very critical time. What the heck? This is a rough start. There went my Citizen 7, you guys. Gone. Freaking gone. All right. Okay, rough start. Rough start. We can fix this. Oh, man. I think the line is wrapped around the freaking tip of the rod. Damn it. Okay. Here we go. I was going to wait to do this, but we're going to have to do it now. I have a surprise. I got 2 ideas here. We're going to try 2 different baits to start off this morning. We're going 2 very natural presentations of some trout lures. This is a Huddleston 8-inch, and this is a brand new freaking crazy swim bait I just got from York. Most expensive swim bait to be thrown on the channel. Hopefully we don't freaking chuck it in the lake like we just did at the Citizen 7. Damn it. Cannot believe that just happened. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I'm gonna put that guy up there. I'm gonna start with the freaking Huddleston. I feel like going big. All right, inspect the line, make sure it's all good. Oh, I don't like that. What a start. I was a little bummed that we freaking forgot the sunscreen. So that was like kind of annoying. Just because you only get a couple, you get maybe 1 hour of like perfect time to be fishing out here on the lake before it gets too sunny out. Here I am chucking lures in the lake. All right. Sorry, Joff. Joff gave me that lure. I caught a few fish on it. I caught a 20-inch on that. Yeah, that was a good fish. All right, here we go. There's definitely a chance of losing this today. It's got a big exposed hook. I think we're gonna get ourselves just a little closer to shore. I'm not extremely familiar with fishing this early in the morning, but I would assume that before the sun gets up, the bass all kind of come up shallow and feed you. I don't think that they're posted up hiding right now like bass do. They're not waiting to ambush anything. They should be out on the hunt. I'm assuming up shallow, but we're gonna stay in about the 12-foot range. Make a few casts up shallow. This Huddleston's nice because it does drop down pretty fast. This is one of those lures I can't actually imagine catching a bass on. It's so freaking huge. The top hook is so far up there. It feels like you could never catch something here in Washington State with it. But we're gonna find out. We will be throwing giant swim baits for most of the morning, trying to cover as much water as we can. But I do want to also mention that later in the day, it's going to get pretty hot today. And when it becomes not ideal to throw a swim bait, we will probably start downsizing, try to get out deeper to deeper cover. And then eventually, we will switch to some maybe more finessey things. Because you most certainly can catch a giant bass on a freaking little drop shot. I proved that in the last video. Ah, what a beautiful morning. I freaking love getting out this early. Set an alarm at 3 a.m. this morning. Jumped out of bed. Literally jumped out of bed. I was leaving the house at 3:05. I actually got here earlier than you're allowed to be here. So I just sat in my car for a little bit. Last cast with this lure for now. And then we're going to switch over to a glide. Okay, let's switch it up. It's early in the morning. I think this is maybe, we could wait to throw this a little bit later in the day. I want something with a little bit more action, a little bit more sound. This little glide has both of those. All right, let's see what the action looks like on this. Oh my God, that's the craziest. Oh, I wish you guys could see as well as I can, but that's amazing. That's gonna catch some fish. Hopefully today. All right, threw the glide around for quite a bit there. We're gonna move over to a new section now. On our way there, and we're gonna freaking hit some of these deeper stumps. Actually, I changed my mind. We're gonna throw a chatterbait. First fish. Not a giant by any means, but freaking take him. All right, first fish. He's just a little one. I'm not keeping score today because we're just hunting giants, you guys. We're just hunting giants. Gives me a good piece of information, though. All right, we got several tree stumps right here. That looks like one of the best spots for a bass to hang out. The reason I'm not keeping score today is it just takes some time. And, man, gotta pay attention. Just missed a bite. The reason I'm not keeping score is it just takes time. And I'm not looking to catch anything other than a giant today. So it'll be okay. They seem to be into the chatterbait, though. That's a great sign. I'll throw the chatterbait today. Chatterbait is one of those big fish lures. Something about the vibration likes to get the big fish fired up, apparently. People always claim that they catch giants on chatterbait. I'm just going to keep on moving. I actually have a spot I want to get to. We're going to work our way there. That sun is going to come over that hill in just a second, and I'm going to see if we can try to stay out of it. If we can, we'll have our best shot at getting some fish this morning. So we're going to make our way over that way. We'll fish our way there. Got another good one. Bigger than the last one by a decent amount. There we go. Crazy fish. Back you go, bud. Seems like we've pretty strongly established a very solid lure to start the morning off with. So I did want to start with a freaking swim bait, but I can't deny that we're catching fish on. If we can keep catching fish on all these stumps, I thought it was gonna be a lot bigger since we're way out deep in like 20 feet of water. This is the lure I caught my personal best on a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that video, you should check that out afterwards if I don't catch a giant in this one. But yeah, caught a 7.5 pound largemouth. All right, we fished along this way quite a ways. I threw a variety of things. Wasn't given the vibe. Fished aside for a bit, see what happens. We'll throw some swim baits, we'll throw the chatterbait again, we'll throw all sorts of stuff. Huge stump just sticking out right there. Just about clipped it. Oh, he's still over there too. Saw him again. There's a bass right there, right there. God. He was coming up for it. Damn. Look at those bastards. Oh, that one's at least sticking out of the water a little bit, but yeah, we still got a little bit of shade up here. There's a little bit right there. Oh, that's a stump. That's how I missed it. Stealthy little bugger. I've actually hit more stumps on this trip than I did on the last one. I've only been here for a few hours. There we go. Just a little one. I'm not even gonna try to net this guy. We're just gonna hope he unhooks himself. Well, he's got some fight to him, that's for sure. All right, nice little fish. I can go by. All right, chatterbait in the shade is still working. Got 3 fish so far. No giants. All right, man, what are we? We're approaching hour 7. We're gonna go explore some new waters. We'll try some new things. Try a swim jig. Man, we got hit. Okay. That's interesting. That felt like a decent bite. Tells me everything I need to know as well. All right, we're making a move. Heading, oh, that's a big, oh, we just barely dodged that. That was close. Heading south. Just got bit on the jig, the swim jig, black and blue. That's got me thinking it's time to switch the jig. And also got me thinking, time to go a little deeper. I'm thinking let's fish the swim jig next to these pieces of cover. Dang, I just set into a log. I think we just lost another jig. No, we did not. It's a miracle. Oh my God. Just missed another fish. Okay, swim jig. We got something that works. As long as I'm paying attention. Jesus. Problem with this rod's a little soft for this jig. It's just a little soft. I just gotta make sure I get that slack all the way in and do a humongous hook set. Just had 2 bites in a row that happened on the same kind of structure. Or same type of cover. On a sideways log. I've still never caught a bass on a swim jig. I'm gonna put new line on my other rod when I get home. And next time I come out, instead of having a finesse why can't I say that today? A finesse jig set up, we're gonna get rid of that and turn that into a jig rod. Probably some 15 or 17 pound straight fluorocarbon on it. It's a much stiffer rod, so it'll be fine to have a little bit of flex from the fluorocarbon. It won't cause any problems. It's got me curious though, would the chatterbait just work for what I'm doing right now? Find out. Because this is a chatterbait rod. There ain't no question to it. And what is a chatterbait if not just a jig that can vibrate if you want it to? Oh my God, we got a bass. Biggest bass of the day. Come on. Holy cow. Heck yeah, we gotta freaking measure this guy. He's so big. I think he's 18 and a half. 18. Picture time, bud. Yeah. Good fish. All right. Ready, bud? Ready to go back? There you go. You know what's funny? We knew it was the chatterbait this morning. We were throwing the chatterbait this morning. And then at some point, we stopped throwing the chatterbait, which is a weird thing to do. It's extra weird when you haven't been catching fish all day. And you're just like, I just have no idea what to throw. I don't think the chatterbait ever stopped working. And that fish freaking slammed it too. Sideways logs. seems to be the pattern that I've found. I've been bit twice and I just caught one, all of which were on a log that was sideways. And they're pretty much reaction bites right when the lure got in the water. The sideways logs obviously provide more shade. Oh my God. This is a way bigger fish. Holy crap. Maybe it's not bigger, but he is a fighter. Holy crap. What's happening right now? Only because I'm curious. We gotta find out if you're bigger than the last one. I think you're way longer. Oh, yeah, 18 and a half. Holy crap. Back you go, bud. Whew, all right. That was a long day. What do we got? 9.5 hours. Solid. Didn't get a giant. That's unfortunate. Caught a bunch of good fish, though. Caught 5 fish. That's, always happy with that. 2 of them were pretty big. I mean, 18 and 18 and a half, or 18 and a quarter. A couple 18s. That was sick. That was good. This has been eye-opening for sure. I think the best thing for me to do now is to go home and ponder about what to do to improve my odds for next time. One of which is going to be getting a rod set up to use as a jig rod. So throwing big, heavy jig and doing, getting out deep. We still got a couple weeks left of this hot weather that's like this. So I think the most important thing I can do now is try to fish down there. But I think I'll probably try to focus more on swim baits on the next trip. I don't know what happened, but we just weren't getting bit on them at all. I felt like I was throwing them in some good spots. We had a good few hours of throwing swim baits for sure. I think I just threw some of the bigger ones. I threw that big Huddleston so much today. That overdid it. Like my hands that hurt. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back in a week, do it again, and we're gonna do it smarter, take the stuff we learned from this trip and apply it to the next trip. We'll upgrade a few things, get a few different, probably get some heavier jigs, and then we're gonna come back and get some bigger fish. We're gonna get a freaking giant. The goal is a double digit, you guys. I wanna catch a new PB, but I'll be honest, it's a double digit. That's all I see in my eyes. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. See you on the next one.